Free agency opens this week, and the Ravens kick things off with a bang early this morning when they agreed to terms on a new 3-year contract with guard Kevin Zeitler, pending the passing of a physical. Now, I really like this move. I think it's a perfect way to start free agency, and there's a lot of reasons for that. First and foremost, Zeitler's a really good player. He's established himself as one of the top guards in the game. And at the start of the offseason, what did the Ravens tell us? They told us that they wanted to upgrade the offensive line. Adding Zeitler does exactly that. If you go back to last season, the Ravens had the difficult assignment of trying to replace Hall of Famer Marshall Yanda at right guard. I mean, that's really an impossible task, and the Ravens rotated through a handful of guys at that spot. Now they bring in Zeitler, who can step into that right guard spot and really solidify that position and help anchor the line as a whole. Zeitler is somebody who's an incredibly durable player. He's only missed one game over the past 6 years, and he's a rugged lineman, big, physical, tough. He can clear holes in the running game. You know what else I like? Is that he knows what life is like in the AFC North. He was drafted by the Bengals back in 2012. He spent 5 years there in Cincinnati, then 2 years in Cleveland before getting traded to the Giants as part of the Odell Beckham Jr. trade. Now, overall with Zeitler, another thing to consider here is that this is a classic case of right player, right price, and that's how the Ravens approach free agency. Zeitler reportedly will receive $22 million over the course of this 3-year contract, and that's a nice deal for a veteran player. But it's also not breaking the bank in the year where the Ravens are tight against the salary cap. And the one other point to focus on with this deal is that Zeitler was released by the Giants. So why does that matter? Well, it matters because he's not counting against the compensatory pick formula, which is really critical in a season where the Ravens could lose some of their own unrestricted free agents. Now, I just think that this, when you add all that up, this deal was a no-brainer for the Ravens. It just makes perfect sense, and I think Zeitler will be a perfect addition to this offensive line. Now, that's it for me, but before I go, I want to remind you to make sure you're following us across social media because things are happening quickly this week. And if you're following us, we'll send you alerts as soon as the news breaks. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.